This is PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Travis tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Travis tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you.
Hey guys, it's me, Travis with PlayerProps.ai. This is what we're looking at for Thursday's games. Focus on NBA again today. This is the final day of the NBA trade deadline. Recording this just a little bit before noon, so there's about 3-ish hours left. A lot of chaos can still happen, so we're still avoiding unders. If you have listened to me over the past 3 days with all of this trading chaos, and you have lost money by betting an under, that is money that could have been saved by simply avoiding betting unders on any player props, because you don't know who is getting traded for whom. That's just part of NBA trade week. So, last night we had a first. I've been doing videos. You can look at this YouTube channel. There's over 1,000 videos that I've done over the past few years. We never had a situation that we had last night. So, we looked through points. We didn't find anything for points, right? Then we went to rebounds, and we looked at rebounds, and we decided to go with Alperen over 9.5 rebounds. Everything made sense. It checked all the boxes. And what I learned later on is that people that watched the video a little bit later, maybe like an hour or two, the line went down on a lot of books. So a lot of you guys got it at 8.5, which mattered because this guy was, after the first quarter, easily going to crush his line. He finished with 4 rebounds in the first quarter. At the end of the first half, he had 7, I believe. I believe he had 7 in the first half. And granted, if it's over 9.5, he only needs 3, right? He got a rebound in the third, which apparently they took away. At one point, they took it away. So it went up to like 8 and then went back to 7. And so he gets a rebound, I think at the early start of the fourth, which at the time, he was at 8. And I'm like, oh, he's in the game. He's going to play for at least 5 more game minutes, clock minutes. And then something crazy happened. The rebound they took away in the third, they added back. So at 9 rebounds, which if you got the line later, 8.5, already cashed. But if you got the line early or you didn't shop for lines, you looked later and didn't shop for lines, you got it at 9.5. We're still waiting for that last rebound, right? Let's show you what happened. I'm sure you can read what happened, but we're going to show you what happened. So, Ime gets ejected in the third. Then it comes to the fourth. There's 6 minutes left. And then ref up top here, she says, ball's out of bounds, ball's going the other way. And Alperen's like, what's going on? And then, of course, he says this to her. And you see, as soon as she hears it, she drops the ball. Tech ejected. 6 minutes of game time left. He would have easily gotten 1 rebound in these 6 minutes. But because he's a douche and can't keep his mouth shut, he's gone. So we have never been hooked on a line because a player got ejected. Like we've never, I mean, players get ejected all the time, but it's never, I don't think it's ever affected any of our plays of the day, any of our show stuff. So this is crazy. So if you got it later on and you shop for lines, got 8.5, congrats, you hit. If you got it early or you got it later and you didn't shop for lines, got a 9.5, no bueno. So yeah, that was something that I'm getting ready to post the hype screenshots and the GIFs in Discord, because I was like, he's easily going to get one more, whether it's offense or defensive rebound in the last 6 minutes of the game. But because he's a little baby, little crybaby, can't keep his mouth shut, if he had 9.5, no bueno. That frustrates the crap out of me for a million reasons. I know we all want to win money, which is the most important part, but also I like having streaks on the shows that I do. We broke the YouTube betting YouTube NFL streak earlier. That was in December. We broke the streak of having 26 consecutive days of not missing an NFL, not having a show during this 26-day streak where we didn't hit profit. And I'm like, all right, let's get a streak going here for NBA. Two shows ago, we hit. We can keep the streak going with that Alperin one. Just needed one more rebound. Couldn't keep his mouth shut. So, even though he would have easily hit that line, I think we should probably add him to the ban list, because if he is that fragile, if he has that fragile of a mentality, I can't trust him with money. And I don't think he should trust with money anymore. So I'm debating adding him officially to the ban list, because, like, it's not like something crazy happened and then he got ejected and it wasn't his fault. Like, he literally made a stupid decision. Very stupid. Anywho, onward bound. Let's see. So Super Bowl Sunday is now a few days away. We're on Thursday. Sunday is just 3 more days. There has been a Sunday show that has been available for you. If you are taking your sweet time before watching that show and locking in those lines are probably not the same. You have to take advantage of the content as soon as it drops. If you still, of course, you can get full access to everything on the app for Super Bowl Sunday. But all of the team stuff, we've made it completely free for everybody. So all the team tools are completely free for Super Bowl Sunday. But if you want all of the NFL prop stuff, that's still part of the premium opportunities. But we're focusing on NBA right now. And so let's go ahead and do what we always do, which, again, for the trillionth time, this is what you are copying and pasting on Friday. If we don't do NBA tomorrow, this is what you're doing on the app. If we don't do NBA on Saturday, which we don't do shows on Saturday, this is what you're doing for NBA Saturday on the app. This is how you use the app. Copy and paste exactly what I'm teaching you. This is what's happening. Okay. So we're still not touching unders for the rest of today. You don't want to go crazy hard on unders like starting Friday, because you still need to know what the new look teams are going to do with how the minutes get allocated to which player. But anyway, we have Sar here, not touching it for multiple reasons. 1, it's a blowout potential. 2, got a red on the defensive matchup. So we go one more down. Not a blowout potential. I don't think we've ever had Cooper Flagg as a play in his rookie year so far, but not a huge fan of the Spurs locking down their defense in the last 2 weeks against players playing out of the point guard spot. But there's a caveat here where Cooper Flagg is not a true point guard. He is just a generational beast. So he's also got a lot more height than pretty much everybody that plays out of the point guard spot. So looking at the fact that San Antonio Spurs typically lock down players playing out of the point guard spot, they don't verse skill sets and body sizes of Cooper Flagg at the point guard spot. So I take this red defensive ranking with a little grain of salt. Prior to the last 2 weeks, if we're looking over the course of the season, the Spurs have been abysmal in allowing points for players playing on the point guard spot. But again, it's just a unique case where Cooper Flagg is not really a point guard. They're just having him run the floor. He's the leader of the floor, so they put him in the point guard so they can put other players in other positions. So let's take a gander here. He does have some head-to-head in his rookie season. He's played one game that was near the beginning of the season, but again, you have to factor in the unique case that he's a rookie. This is like the very, very beginning of his rookie season. He's still kind of working out kinks, so I don't really... there's not really much I focus on this, because like the concept of like the logic and the strategy stuff I talked about yesterday, like you have to, like, what is the information we're getting? We're getting the fact that one of his first games of his very first season in the NBA, he didn't have a great shooting night. I'm not really caring about that too much. And then the Spurs have showed us that, I mean, I don't think he was playing in the point guard spot here anyway, but the Spurs are showing us that they have sucked over the course of the season on defending point guards from scoring points. And this is probably one of the best point guards in the league in scoring points. He's already broken a few records. He's broken like the youngest player to get X amount of points, like the youngest player to get 45 points in a game, the youngest player to get like 46 points in a game, like those kind of records. He's already like gobbled up a bunch of those. He's going to be prolific for quite some time here. The real deal, as they say. So not too worried about the head-to-head there. 49, 34, 36. He's had 3 straight games of 34 or more points. His line is all the way down to 22.5. His projection was almost the same here as it was today. 27 and change, 22 and change, 18 and change. So what has changed with both of these lineups? Man, look at all of this. There's so much red. PJ's out. He's played 6 of the last 10 games. Brandon Williams, questionable, played 9 of the last 10 games. Gafford, questionable, played 6 out of the last 10 games. And Cooper's played 7 the last 10 games. Oh, yeah, let's look at Spurs. So Fox, Castle, Vassell, Champagne, and Wemby. This is pretty much their lineups. There's not too much has changed here during the trade deadline. 3 of these players have played all of the last team's 10 games. Castle just missed 1, and then Castle and Vassell have missed. Vassell, is it Vassell? I think it's Vassell. He's missed 5. So there's not too much like injury concerns in anything, because if Gafford doesn't play, that just whatever body they put here, that's just going to give Cooper more opportunities to get points. Like Cooper's already going to be, he's already the floor general. That's why they put him in the point guard spot, as you said before. We're going to put that in our back pocket for now. We're going to see if there's anything that makes sense beyond that. Ingram, back-to-back. I don't think we want to touch that too much. Close to a blowout, no touchy. Blowout, no touchy. And then there's not really a defense or a difference. So points-wise, Cooper Flagg is kind of the only real option here. But I'm really curious, like, do we go against the recency? Because again, you have to factor in, like, who's guarding Flagg? Like, if he's playing at the point guard spot, it's not going to be like Fox on Flagg, because that's a crazy mismatch, which is why they're putting him in the point guard spot in general. Wemby's really, he's a legit defender. He's a 12-foot alien, so he can definitely cause havoc there. I don't pay too much attention to the 33% of the season. What's interesting here is 38, 39. So he's getting like legit full-time minutes, 37 minutes or more. And then these were all under 37. So his greens are 35. So this is the only game here where he's had 35 minutes or more and he's missed in the last 10. So I just keep looking at all this information here. So this definitely, I think we want to target this mismatch here, but this is such, so hold on, let's look. I want to see what his line was in these 3 games. So let's go back to this first previous game. His line was also 22.5, and he was versing a red defense, and he was in the 30s. As we go to the last 31st, another green game he had. Versing a orange-green defense. Line is in the 20s again. And then we go back to his monster game where he scored 40 plus. Orange-red, 19.5 line. So he seems to not be caring about the defensive rankings of his opponents. He seems to still do it, and they still are putting him at 22.5. I think, though, if he gets like 30 plus this game, I don't think we're going to see 22.5 again. So I feel like we need to take advantage of that while we have it. And I'm not really worried about Gafford here. This game's only a 6.5 spread. I don't know. That's what I'm leaning. Let's see if we can find a better line or a better payout. Dallas Spurs points. Oh, everybody's got them at all these four have them at 23. So you give them at 22.5 on these two, and FanDuel's got a slightly better payout at 118 as opposed to DraftKings 119. So if you have access to both these books and you bet it on DraftKings, and you are saying money is not important to me. That's why we shop for lines. That's why a lot of people hit last night, because they watched the show a little bit later. They got him at 8.5. Everybody that got an 8.5 hit. Everybody that got him at 9.5, well, we already showed you. This is why he did not. But yeah, so I think that is, yeah, Gafford's still on the books with the possible line. Well, actually, no, he's only on 2 books. Looks like most books don't have him because they're afraid of him. They don't know if he's going to be playing or not. They're scared. But ladies and gentlemen, not every single one has to be 30 minutes, but sometimes they do, because we have to teach you this is the whole process. You don't have to force something. If you find something that doesn't make sense, or if you don't find something that makes sense, go to different stats. Look at different opportunities, go through the process. The people that are actually listening and doing the guidelines, those are the ones you see dropping the most winning screenshots on a much frequent basis in the Discord. Speaking of the Discord, if you're not in it, you're not trying. It's a free Discord, it's a free app. If you're not in there asking questions, losing is your fault. If you don't want losing to be 100% your fault, you have to put effort forth. You have to try. Get into Discord, connect your accounts, go look at all the guidelines. Everything is laid out there. You don't have to come in and say, how do I use this app? There's channels that teach you everything you need to know. If you're like, man, this person keeps dropping winning screenshots every single day, how do I get as good as they are? How do I use this app as good as them? And that should be your mindset. Your mindset shouldn't be like, oh, I wish I can tail everything that they're doing or tail all of their picks. That's not why you're here. You're here for you to become a better. So if you see somebody crushing it, figure out, how are they using Discord? Are they using Discord differently than you're using Discord? How are they using the app? Are they using the app differently than you? All you have to do is copy and paste what the successful people are doing, and that is how you have success. It is not rocket science. I know there's a lot of numbers involved with sports betting, but it's very simple. You just have to have the structure of the guidelines that we teach you. We have a 7 steps to success. We have a 6-step checklist. These things help you lose less often, which is your number one goal for sports betting, to lose less often. But ladies and gents, we'll see you in the Discord. Good luck with everything you're doing today. And again, if you're not trying, stop betting. Betting should be something that you're actually trying to win, and the only way that you can actually try is by putting effort forth. Get in the gosh dang Discord. We'll see you guys there.